So, you're happy with the interior? Let's look at the thing that does the work, the engine. Once you've got the bonnet up, first thing I would do while you're under here is check the chassis number. Make sure that the chassis number there that's stamped on the bodywork, you can either find them on the bulkhead here or up in the windscreen, and the aluminium VIN tag plate. Make sure that they tally up with the V5 or the logbook. Make sure they don't, this one especially doesn't look like it's been tampered with. It generally means that the plate's been off for some reason. So you need to look into it a little further if that's the case. Check the oil. Dip the oil. See how clean that is. That's quite clean actually as we speak, but if it's black and sludgy, thick, doesn't mean to say, you know, it just means to say that the car's due a service or has not been serviced for some time, so check that. Check the water. Have a look inside the radiator cap. Make sure that there's no oil in there, because if there is, that generally means that the head gasket's on its way out, or as indeed is already gone. Normally, I'll check the colour of the water. If it's blue or red, it means it's got antifreeze in, but you can taste it. If it tastes sweet, that means it's got antifreeze in, so that means that's a good sign. And then just look for any rust. This is where the chassis is, so make sure there's no rust anywhere. And if you're quite happy with that, we'll start it up. Listen out for any loud noises, rattling or knocking or anything like that. Sometimes you'll get a rattle, it generally goes away a few seconds later. That means that the oil's just working its way around the engine, but if it stays there, the noise, then it means that it's worn or something's on its way out, so that needs to be investigated further. Give it a rev up and check for what colour the smoke is that comes out of the exhaust. If it's white, that's okay, that's probably condensation, it's nothing to be too worried about. But if it's blue or black, then that generally means that the engine's worn, so you'd probably walk away from it. Also, get the person you're buying the car off to move the car back, have a look underneath where it's been stood for a while, see if there's any oil leaks. If there's any oil on the floor or a pool of oil, then you've got an oil leak problem. It could be something or nothing, or it could be a major job. So that needs investigating further, or it's also a sign that the engine's worn.